I still remember the silence in the living room when I dropped the lie. "I got fired," I said. "Company downsized. I can't make rent. I'll be moving back here for a while." Their faces froze. Not with concern, not even confusion, just calculation. My mother's lips pressed together like she was tasting something sour. My brother smirked, pretending to be sympathetic. My father, he didn't even look up from his phone. That was all I needed. They didn't know the truth, that I hadn't lost my job. In fact, I'd just been promoted. Salary doubled, bonus pending. But after years of being treated like a walking wallet, I wanted to know, without the money, what was I to them? I found out faster than I expected. When I first started making money, everything changed. Suddenly, my family remembered birthdays. Suddenly, I was the favorite child, the successful one, the one they called whenever something broke or bills were due. And I paid, every time, because I thought it meant love. But love bought with money always expires the moment the cash runs out. Last month, when I told them I couldn't help with my brother's business idea anymore, my mother's voice turned cold. "You've changed," she said. "Money's made you selfish." That's when I knew. They didn't love me. They loved the comfort I provided. So I decided to take it away. I planned it for weeks, cleared my schedule, packed just enough to make it believable, sold the illusion with tired eyes and quiet desperation. "I'm out of work, need to crash here till I figure things out." They pretended to be understanding at first, but by day 3, the masks began to slip. Small comments, passive-aggressive sighs. My mother complaining about how tight the space was now. My brother accidentally locking the fridge at night as if I'd come back to steal food. And my father, the quiet judge, muttering to my mother when he thought I couldn't hear, "We don't need him here without his money." I didn't react. I just listened, watched, memorized. Every cruel word became fuel. Every look, a nail in the coffin of my old loyalty. I waited 2 weeks, long enough for their disgust to ripen. I let them believe I was broken, unemployed, defeated. I even applied for fake jobs in front of them, sighing loud enough for pity that never came. At dinner one night, my brother said, "You know, maybe it's time you learn how the rest of us live." I smiled. Maybe you're right. That night, I sent a message to the realtor handling my newest property. A house 3 times the size of theirs. Fully paid. The closing papers were ready. I told her to hold off on the public announcement for 1 week. I wanted to make the reveal personal. It happened on a Sunday morning. Breakfast table. My mother complained about how expensive groceries had become. My brother asked if I'd considered getting back on my feet. My father said nothing, but the silence was louder than any insult. That's when I placed a white envelope on the table. "What's that?" my mother asked. I leaned back, calm. "My resignation letter." She blinked. "You mean your termination letter?" "No," I said, letting the words cut clean. Resignation. I didn't lose my job. I left it for a better one. Confusion, then anger. My father frowned. "You lied to us?" "Yes," I said. I needed to know what mattered more, me or my money. Turns out it was never a close race. My brother laughed, nervous. "You're joking, right?" I slid another document across the table, the property deed. I bought a new house. Thought about inviting you all to stay, but then I realized I'd just be buying your company again. My mother's face turned pale. "You can't, just." I stood. I can and I am. Their silence was delicious, the kind that weighs on the chest and fills the air with unspoken panic. I walked to the door, turned back, and said the one thing I knew would stay with them longer than any insult. Next time, when someone tells you they've lost everything, try not to prove them right. Then I left. It's been 6 months since that morning. They haven't called. Not once. And that's fine. I've learned silence can be the cleanest form of peace. Sometimes I drive past their house. Curtains drawn, the same car in the driveway. Still small, still bitter. And me? I sit on the balcony of my new home, coffee in hand, watching the sunrise wash over glass and steel. Everything I built without their help. Revenge doesn't always need shouting. Sometimes it's just walking away with everything they thought they took from you. They taught me that love bought with money is hollow. I taught them that indifference is priceless. And the best part? They'll never know just how much I enjoyed watching them show their true faces while thinking they were seeing mine.